Hello again, it's only me. Welcome back to another video, and this week I was doing a lot of stuff for my shop, so I'm going to call this video a studio vlog, but it's basically going to be exactly the same as my other videos, my week of art videos, except there's just going to be a little bit more shop stuff in it than usual because a lot of my week was dedicated to setting up the shop update. I ordered a bunch of new prints, which I was very excited about. I ordered my prints from a company called Print.work. In case anyone's interested, they're based in Leeds in England, and I think they're a really good company. The prints are always super good quality, and all the packaging is plastic free. It's just, I don't know, it's just, I really like the company and always super happy with the prints. Here I am organising them in my drawer. As you can see, my shop is very small. It all fits inside this one drawer, you know, compared to other YouTubers and artists. Ooh, I just called myself a YouTuber. Compared to other artists with much bigger shops, they'll have like shelves like filled top to bottom with prints. Mine all fit nicely in this drawer because, you know, it is a very small shop. I'm a very small sort of artist. But here are my prints, my new ones. I have a lot more prints in my shops, but this is just like all the new ones I ordered. I'm so happy with them. I think this is my favourite shop update I've ever done. I really like there's a set of free collages, and then there's also a postcard set, but you can buy them all like separately, as well as my first ever A4 print, which is the fairy one. I've never done A4 before. I've always done A5. So yeah, I'm very excited about having a bigger print in my shop. I'd like to do some more in the future. After I unboxed them all and got them all organised in my drawer, it was time to take pictures, and I'm not gonna lie, I hate taking pictures of prints and just hate taking pictures of my art in general. It always makes me way too stressed, and I always get sweaty doing it because I have to hunch over and keep still and make sure everything's in focus and make sure the lighting's good, and it just stresses me out trying to get pictures of stuff. So it's always the worst part for me. But once I've got the pictures, then I can kind of relax and just edit. I really don't mind editing pictures, that doesn't bother me, but it's just having the pictures and taking them, which, I just hate doing it. I wish that step was just always already done. I decided to change the art above my desk that I have in these picture frames. I did this collage quite a while ago. I think we had to do it in a uni lesson. We had to do like a self-portrait collage, and I've just had it in this picture frame for quite a while, but I thought it was time to change things up, and I just filled it with some prints from my shop. I really like the way this turned out as well. I think it looks super cute. And then whilst I was in the redecorating mood, I got a frame that I've had under my bed for quite a while, and I decided to repaint it because I painted a frame the other week. I painted just a plain white frame blue, and I just loved the way it looks, so I decided to paint this one as well. The art I have in there is of this old orangutan drawing I did. I think it's a really cute drawing actually, but I don't really want to display it anymore just because my times have changed, you know, my style has changed, and I just want to show, you know, new art. Anyway, besides the point, I had this frame for ages. It's a really cheap frame, so I don't know, I don't really like the way it looked because it was supposed to look like wood, but it obviously wasn't wood because it was super cheap. It was just kind of like plasticky. So I just put a little bit of paint on it. I went for this bright green colour, and I just think it pops. I'm going to take it to uni with me just because I don't really think it works against the pink of my wall. At uni I have white walls, so I think that'll look quite nice. The blue frame above my desk, those prints are by Clover Robin, and she's one of my favourite artists. So yeah, I love the way her prints look in that blue frame. And then everything else is art that I've made just because I'm really proud of it, so why not display it? Here I am working on editing the pictures for the Etsy listings, as well as pictures to put on Instagram. In the end, I think I ended up editing around 26 pictures. Took me many hours. Lots of selecting areas, blurring bits, changing the colours, like tweaking them so they look more like realistic to how the prints look in real life. Because my main goal with these, the Etsy listing pictures, is to just make the prints look like they do in real life. So it takes a lot of tweaking a few things, because when you take pictures of things with cameras, it will always, well, in my case, it always kind of changes colours slightly and won't be as bright, and there's just a lot of faffing to get the picture to be as nice and bright and kind of do the print justice. So yeah, Took a long time, but really happy with the results in the end. Moving on to Tuesday now. Tuesday was the day the shop update was happening. I set a little countdown thingamabob on my Instagram stories, so it was official. The shop update was happening at 6 o'clock on Tuesday, so I had to get everything ready for then. So here I am writing a bunch of thank you notes ready for orders, because it really is a pain when I'm packing orders and I have to stop to make thank you notes, so I made just a bunch in advance, do them sort of in batches. I like to decorate them all nice. I'll add one colour on all of them, and then I'll go in with the next colour and add it on all of them, just to save time on switching pens all the time. And I write the same thing on each one. Thank you so much for the support, Emily, kiss. That's what I write on all of them. I just think it adds a nice little personal touch, and I think they look super cute. I also had to put up all the Etsy listings. I did that in the morning and obviously didn't film it because it's very boring. And here are all the pictures that went on the Etsy listings that I edited the night before. As you can see, lots of pictures that I edited, close-ups, and then ones of the full prints. I like to do this thing where I put all the prints behind and kind of blurred the background. And I also did a few pictures in front of the flowers in my garden, just because I thought they worked quite well with some of the prints. They complemented it nicely. Yeah, lots of editing. Too much editing. I don't want to look at Photoshop for a few days now. Oh, and I also edited a little promo thing for Instagram to just let people know that the shop update was ready to go, just to show everyone what prints are available. Yeah, so I did that as well, and I had all my listings ready to go at 6 o'clock, because in the past I have been rushing with that and it's been very stressful, so I wanted to make sure I had everything done well in advance. So come at 6 o'clock I could just press publish and all the listings would be there and it would just be smooth sailing. And finally, the last thing I had to prepare ready for the shop update was my envelopes. I like to stamp them all with this stamp I got from No Issue, and I also put little stickers on them just to let people know that it's my envelope. Basically, just I think it adds a bit more of a personal touch, so when it comes through your door you know what it is before you open it. I just think it's a nice little touch, and plus I really enjoy stamping things. I think it's really satisfying. Hello, I thought I would speak for a little bit now, just kind of show my face. Even though I find it a bit awkward to film my face when I speak, I'm going to try and do it more often. I have got everything prepared and I'm ready to get packing. I have stamped all my envelopes and put stickers on them so they look nice. Oh, also I'm in my pyjama top, so please excuse, I just wanted to be comfy. Well, I'm kind of just in this all the time, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I also did the A5 ones as well, and I've written lots and lots of thank you notes. I was thinking it could be nice for you to see my packing orders set up, how I have it all laid out so it's easy to get. So I'll show you that now. So here's everything set up. On top here I have my A5 envelopes, and then I have my tissue paper which is kind of pre-cut, and then here I have my A4 envelopes. I also have these here which are they're biodegradable little plastic things made of like potato starch. I would like to eventually one day kind of upgrade to these bags made of glassine, which is basically like a paper bag, but they're kind of waterproof. So one day I'd like to upgrade to them, but for now I'm just using these because they're slightly cheaper and you can buy them in smaller packs. because if you buy the glassine bags, you have to buy them in like packs of 1,000, and that's just a big commitment, you know. So yeah, that's what I'd like to do one day, so it's completely plastic free. Here I have my thank you notes and the little things to let people know that the bags are compostable, and then stickers which I put in every order. Back here I have my washi tapes and my business cards. I have a bunch of business cards also here, and I've got like 2 other boxes, so got lots of business cards. Oh, it's a bit dark down here, sorry if it's a bit grainy. I have all the prints stacked up here, as well as more business cards, and then I have these which are corners, which my dad very nicely made for me, which I put on the edges of each print so like the corners don't bend. Just because before I used to do these, I had one order where the corners all got slightly bent, so I just make these now to make sure that doesn't happen. That is everything ready to go. Right, that's everything. I'm going to get back in. Hopefully it's not too boring to watch. I like to speed it up and do a bit of a voiceover, but I imagine that's just what I'm going to be doing for most of the day. I probably will do some art later on this week, just in case you're worrying there'll be no art in this video. I'm sure there will be at some point. This is just what I'm doing at the moment. Oh, also thank you very much for anyone who ordered. It really does mean a lot every time I get an order. I'm like, ooh, that's what I do. I know it's just cool, because it can be a bit nerve-wracking when you do a shop update. Like, you go through all this effort and you got to spend quite a bit of money on the prints. You're like, is anyone even gonna want the prints? And yeah, it's always quite a relief when you start getting orders, because it's like, yay, people actually like what I'm doing. Thank you. I'm gonna get back in now. On Wednesday, it was time to start packing the orders. I love packing orders, and I just spent all day doing it, so it was a lovely little day for me. I didn't film a lot of it just because I was worried it was going to get repetitive and boring, so hopefully this little bit isn't boring for you to watch. I tried to add in different angles, and I only showed little bits of it. Thank you very much for anyone who has ordered prints. It really means a lot, or just even going to my shop and liking it and favouriting stuff. It helps out a lot, so thank you very much. Yes, it really blows my mind to think people want my art. It's crazy. It's crazy, dude. Packing the orders, I like to wrap everything in tissue paper. It does take a long time, the whole wrapping process, but it's not like I have, hundreds of orders that I can't get through it. I do enjoy taking my time with each one and kind of, putting a little bit of love into each order I get. Like I said in the clip before, I would like to upgrade to these bags called... I've forgotten what they're called. Glassine bags, just so I can fully eliminate plastic from my packing. That would be something, that's like the next big thing I want to do. Hopefully, as soon as I run out of the plastic ones, I'm going to switch to the glassine ones, even though they will be expensive. I think it'll be worth it. And plus they'll last a long time, just even though they're more expensive because you're buying them in a bigger packet, they're much cheaper really per bag. It's just a big commitment to buy that many bags, but I'm sure they'll get used up eventually. It may take years, but I'll use them up. Here are all the orders packed up, ready to go to the post office. So yeah, thanks again for ordering anything if you have. Hello everybody, I want to do some art because I haven't done art all week, and when I don't do art for a bit it makes me feel weird, so I'm going to do some art today. I started this project a few weeks ago. What? The ice cream man always comes when I'm recording stuff. I started this project a few weeks ago where I wanted to do a bunch of collages all inspired by my holiday that I went to, and you'll recognise this because I made a print of it. I'll pop up some pictures right now of my holiday. I went to Devon and lots of nice seaside places, so you can see my inspiration. So this is what I'm basing a lot of the collages off. I want to fill this big frame. It's A3. The grey bit's A3, and obviously it's a bit bigger because of the frame. So I'm going to fill in all the gaps with little things at the side and just have them all inspired by this holiday. So I'm going to get working on the collages for that. Sorry if the audio in the last clip wasn't too great. It's because I filmed it just using my phone instead of using this microphone here. Anyway, I was doing some collaging. I'm downstairs in the kitchen here just because I wanted to be sat on the same table as my boyfriend, so the clips are a bit grainy and dark. So yeah, I didn't really film much of that just because of the whole being in the kitchen and not the best lighting situation, but that's the finished piece there. And then next I wanted to do something with a bee, because when I was on holiday I took this picture of a bee on a plant and I really liked it, so I wanted to do something with the bee. I completely changed which flower it was sat on. In the picture I took, it was on this, I have no idea what flower it was, I'll pop it up on screen now. It was like this, I don't know, ball thing, and I decided just to put it on like this white flower. I just wanted to do something which looked like the pink flowers but in the different colour, the pink flowers that were in the corner there, you know, the collage that I already done. Oh, sorry if this is getting really confusing, but that's what I did. Basically I wanted to do a collage of a bee on a flower which was done in the same style as the pink flowers that I'd already collaged, but just in white. There's no reason for me to tell you this stuff, but I've told you anyway. I wanted to do quite a detailed bee, because there's like the really simplistic route you could go down, which is just kind of like a circle with stripes, which would look cute, but I wanted to do something, well, it's not really detailed, it's only a few shapes stuck together, but something which kind of was a bit more anatomically correct, and I think it looked really nice in the end. I ended up painting some sheets of paper, especially for like to get the like furry texture of the bee, because most of the time when I'm doing a collage I just use whatever paper's in my box, but this time I painted paper especially for the collage because I wanted specific textures in mind, and I think that really worked out in my favour. Moving on to Friday now, I was just doing the same thing, collaging. I just really wanted to get this frame full of collages done. I still haven't finished it, but I'm a lot closer than I was. Ended up doing 4 collages in total this week for it, and I think I've only got 3 more to do, and they're going to be really small ones that will just kind of fill in the gaps, so they'll be super simple. So I'm hoping to have that finished pretty soon, because I'm just eager to get it put in the frame and up on the wall, really. I think it's going to look super cute. For this collage that I'm doing now, I needed something that was long and thin, so I had a big think, and then I thought just doing a stretch of beach would look quite cute with some little umbrellas and like one of those windbreaker thingamabobs. So that was a pretty simple collage to do, although the umbrellas were so fiddly to cut out. And then this is a little tiny collage because I had a little gap to fill, and it's of these flowers here, which I'll pop up on screen. I don't even know if you can call them flowers, I'm not quite sure what they are, but I thought they looked really cool, so I wanted to put them in a collage. Here are all the collages I've done so far for this picture frame, and I'm just so excited to have this thing done. The bee is one of my favourites. I think the bee is probably my most favourite collage that I've ever done. I'm just so happy with how that turned out. This brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and the links to my Instagram and my Etsy shop are in the description if you're fancy and nosy. And if you like the video and you like what I do, why not press the like button or subscribe, or do both, or do none at all. It's up to you. I hope you have a lovely day, evening, week, whatever, and I'll see you soon.